Garlic It is actually a garlic finish that can be used on just about anything you want. Although I did try it on ice cream, it doesn't work.
So my wife and I had a little dinner party.
My husband loves to cook.
I'm a home chef. I love to have people come over and say, oh my God, your meal is incredible.
He always made this great family salad dressing. And I was cleaning up, and I took a little scoop of the bottom of the cruet.
She looked at me and said, oh my God, this is incredible. Can't you just make this garlic? And I said, I think so, and I think I made a batch that night.
So he actually took me seriously, and he started messing around in the kitchen with the recipe that he had made. And every time we'd have guests, he'd say, here, try this, and put out crackers and a little bit of his garlic invention. And people really responded positively. And
then a few people started asking us if we would give it to them so they could give it to friends. And then I lost my job. And we decided that, given the state of the economy, that we should probably make this into a business.
He took it to a manufacturer, and he made a few jars. He took it to a wine show, and actually at that show, he got a big customer, so that was our start.
Once we got our first big customer, about 2 months after we launched the company, we got into 70 stores right away. We decided that the only way we were going to really get people to like it is to get it into their mouths. So we would take every opportunity possible to go to fairs and festivals and grocery store demos to have people try it.
We would do a little bit of sample cooking just to give everyone flavor when we were doing shows. So the garlic would spill off onto the cast iron skillet.
We would drop off little droppings of garlic into the pan when we were doing the cooking. And we would have a couple of shows where my wife would say, hey,
I want to save those little pieces of garlic and put them in my sandwich.
What are you talking about? This is burned garlic. She said, no, it tastes really good. And one of my customers came up to me and he said the exact same thing. He says, what are you going to do with all that burned garlic in the pan? And I said, I'm going to throw it away. He said, no, give it to me. I want to put it in my sandwich.
I said, maybe we can make like a caramelized garlic.
Gosh, there's got to be something here. If my wife, she's been right about a lot of things, so I decided, this might be something else she's right about.
I'm always right, so he just hasn't realized that yet.
I made the first test batch, and we both looked at each other and thought, wow. And what was crazy is when we were making the first test batch, I got these goosebumps up and down my back, and it was really odd in the factory. And something in my head said, this is going to be a big deal. I didn't know what that meant, and it turned out to be a really big deal.
And now we've expanded the caramelized garlic into 4 more products. So
I tell everyone that was your idea.
That was my idea. Totally my idea.
It wasn't.
Okay. We inspire each other a lot, and just collaboration with him is it's fun, and it just makes the whole business fun.
I don't think so. We can kiss before we came.